At the edge of a silent wilderness, Leon stands before a forest that seems endless. Step by step, he disappears into the shadows beneath the towering trees. After hours of searching, Leon discovers a rare opening in the forest. A simple wooden stake marks the place where everything will begin. Here, Leon imagines something bold, a fortress rising from the wilderness. Before the work begins, the blade of his axe must be sharp. The first strike breaks the silence of the forest. Again and again, the axe falls until the towering tree finally collapses. Leon clears away the branches, revealing the massive trunk. With rope and strength alone, he drags the heavy log toward the clearing. Slowly, the first building materials begin to gather. Leon marks a wide circle across the ground, the outline of a fortress. Deep holes are dug into the earth to hold the wooden pillars. The first massive post is lifted upright. Soil is packed tightly around the base to anchor it in place. Another log rises beside it. Piece by piece, the first section of wall begins to form. Thick rope binds the towering logs together. Wooden wedges tighten the structure. The wooden barrier grows taller and stronger. Leon continues raising logs around the clearing. Climbing a ladder, he checks the growing wall. Horizontal beams lock the structure together. Now the wall towers above the height of a man. In the heart of the forest, a fortress is beginning to rise. But every fortress needs a gate. Leon drags massive beams toward the entrance. Each beam is cut and shaped for the gate. Carefully, he carves the edges flat. The heavy beams are arranged into a giant door. Thick rope holds the structure together. Wooden pegs lock the beams firmly in place. Using rope and leverage, Leon begins lifting the gate. Slowly, the massive door rises upright. Primitive hinges connect the gate to the fortress wall. For the first time, Leon pushes the enormous gate. The wooden door swings open with a deep creaking sound. Now the fortress has a true entrance. But Leon is far from finished. A fortress must also watch the horizon. Four deep holes are dug for the tower's foundation. Massive pillars rise from the earth. The skeleton of a watchtower begins to appear. Leon climbs higher to secure the observation platform. Wooden railings protect the edges of the tower. Finally, Leon stands at the top. From here, the forest stretches endlessly in every direction. Below him, the fortress grows stronger by the day. As night falls, Leon lights a fire inside the walls. The flames glow softly inside the giant wooden fortress. The next morning, Leon wakes up inside the wooden fortress he built. He walks across the courtyard, carefully inspecting the walls after the storm. Leon begins collecting large stones from the nearby forest. He arranges the stones into a solid fire pit. Soon a new fire begins to burn in the center of the fortress. Leon chops more firewood to keep the flames alive. Next, Leon begins building a simple wooden bed. He assembles the wooden frame carefully. Leon ties rope across the frame to create the sleeping surface. The survival bed is finally complete. Leon builds a wooden rack to store tools. Several spears are placed onto the rack. Leon carefully carves another spear. The small weapon rack is slowly filling up. Leon climbs the watchtower to observe the forest. Dark clouds begin forming on the horizon. Leon quickly climbs down from the tower. He shuts the massive fortress gate. Heavy wooden beams are placed across the gate for reinforcement. A powerful storm begins to sweep across the forest. Strong winds and heavy rain crash against the wooden walls. Leon sits safely beside the fire inside the fortress.
He stood watch, knowing that survival depended on vigilance.
The giant wooden walls remain strong against the storm. Slowly, the storm begins to fade away. Leon opens the fortress gate as the sky clears. Sunlight returns to the wooden fortress. Leon carefully checks each wall again. Then he climbs the watchtower once more. From the top, the endless forest stretches in every direction. Leon's fortress stands strong in the middle of the wilderness. Leon climbs down from the tower. He opens the giant wooden gate again. Morning mist slowly drifts through the forest. Leon steps outside and looks back at the fortress. A massive wooden stronghold now stands in the clearing. Leon walks back inside through the gate. He lights the fire again in the center of the courtyard. Leon prepares a simple meal over the flames. After days of hard work, Leon finally rests. The sun slowly sets beyond the forest. Leon climbs the watchtower one last time. The sunset spreads across the endless forest. The wooden fortress rests quietly below the tower. Leon climbs down as darkness approaches. The campfire lights up the center of the fortress.
Now I have to make sure the watchtower guards stay alert.
The firelight glows across the towering wooden walls. Leon stands in the middle of the fortress and looks around. Finally, Leon lies down on his wooden bed. The fire slowly burns through the quiet night. Deep in the wilderness, Leon's giant wooden fortress is finally complete.